and then 20 second level times with 2.7, and then the final 2 times 3. And what you will get is 300, and that's the gross pay. Yeah, let's go.
Ini labor cost tu.
This is gross pay. I mean, labor cost,
Kalau reject
Ini dah lah. So,
chapter 7. Hari ni kita dah chapter 8.
hari ni juga chapter 10.
Yang 11 11 reject ni. Dia reject label berapa? Reject daripada
Total.
133.
Total produce dia.
So 133 minus 11.
Ni apa benda tu? Peaceful. Apa?
Feasibility. Bukan.
Peaceful something lah. Yang ada tak ada.
Oh, peaceful.
Peaceful kan?
Oh, yang level-level.
Yalah, ni kan. Bukan ke?
I think it is.
Oh, ni lah. Dia tulis lah.
Peaceful. Stay on the peaceful basis. Astaghfirullahalazim, bro. Okay, so number 3. Saya tanya what's the total unit labor cost. So, what I did was,
Tak sure lagi.
Huh?
Oh, tak sure lagi. Banyak.
Yang putih memang semua tak suka paperless ke?
Answer kau berapa?
I got 300.
Alright. Okay. Total unit cost. Before.
Member belaka dah siap. Member belaka dah ready nombor 3. So nombor 3 dia just tanya total unit labor cost. So it's quite easy. So just 24 times your normal standard week, which is 38 hours, and then times with the basic hourly rate of 6 ringgit. Okay, and then you need to add for the overtime juga. So 24 times 4 times 9. 9 is because overtime being paid at a rate of time and a half, which is 1.5 times 6. Then total you get 6336. Banyak juga soalan aku.
Kan soalan senang.
Betul. Plus 24. What is it? 4 hours overtime. It is 4 hours overtime. 6 times 1. 5.
So it's 4 times 4 times 9. Betul ke? So kalau yang ni kita panggil dia overtime premium. Overtime pay.
Overtime pay. Kalau premium is 3 ringgit. Yeah, I'm gonna say ringgit lah. Tak nak cakap dollar. Dollar nampak terlalu tidak standard.
Oh, terbalik.
What do we have to read this for tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Spreadsheet. Like,
Next day, chill dulu bro. Finish kerja ni.
I want to write every single thing. Chapter
6336.
Okay.
Okay, so for the next question, basically this one lebih kurang macam tadi, whereby dia ikut per unit, dia akan naik harga sikit. So first 25 units is 7 ringgit 40 cents. and anything above that is 8 ringgit 20 cents. So they produce 29 units and there are 33 employees. Therefore, 33 times 7.4 times 25. And then from then onward is 33 times 4 times 8.2.
Why'd you get all the simple calculations?
What is simple?
Only simple. What? Is it not simple?
I mean, all my questions are simple.
It's the first few questions. I got all the last few questions. Oh, they go down. No, sure. Punya tu lah orang Islam tidak letak aku yang dah setuju.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful angel.
Ada set so much.
I got 7187.4.
No,
Did you not get numbers?
I didn't get the numbers. 71877.
Yeah.
Right.
Next question.
Newspaper because I like the way my pencil. It's
Bro, this has weight, bro. Lebih kurang je.
Tak payah E.
Oh, tak habis ink. Oh,
three different. No.
okay, so the next question is they're basically saying at first they're the employee, but now they're the machine. So what happens is sekejap lah. Okay, so what happened is to summarize, they work 38 hours normally with 4 hours of overtime added on. So basically they work 42 hours. And then each unit takes about 4 hours. Okay?
So it takes 4 hours and
Then the question is asking, what is the increase of number of units when you had humans versus when you had humans and machines? So what I did was 42 hours divided by 4 times 100 for your normal, and then 42 divided by 3.5 hours, which is the one with the machines, times 100, and then you will get two different unit numbers, and then you subtract one from the other, and then you will get the answer, which is the increased number units of 150.
Sekejap. Saya jangan tahu yang 4 jam tu tak masuk dalam 38 jam.
What do you mean? Tapi 4 jam tu memang termasuk dalam 38 jam.
Oh yeah.
38 tambah 4.
Right. The 4 hours was the overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, dia maksudnya dia separate lah. 38 and then dia work overtime 4 jam.
Uh-uh. They're separate, but then you make them together.
Tapi Ashraf tak kira separate lah. Dia punya standard pay memang dia punya
Tapi pay tak related.
tak related.
Sebab dia tak tanya pay, dia tanya unit produce.
150.
Ya. Okay, what the hell is this pengiraan? Okay. Ready?
Betul juga.
Huh? Oh man, satu lagi page.
So the machine macam mana dia? 3.5.
So like
Sama je tambah tapi divide by 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
Alright, thanks. This question was for me.
Yeah, it's because I did it. That's why it's
No, no,
so
no, no.
easier.
I thought I saw in the study or something.
No, you didn't.
No, it wasn't. Really?
No, you sasi bakar, bro.
Hey. You didn't say a machine. What is the size of the
Kabara.
must place?
Kabara. Sementara ready into the next question. So, dah boleh tak? So for question 6, before we start anything, we need to convert everything to kilograms to form a standard unit. So what I did was to see those production in units, 1200 plus 900 plus 1700 times 4.5. Then you will get a value of 17,100, which I put as estimated sales lah, forecasted sales. And then I minus
Plus or minus?
plus all the January, February, March. And then I minus with the opening inventory of 1100. And then I add with 900, which I got from 200 times 4.5. Then you will end up with 169,000.
Time for 5 ni dia boleh tunjuk. Sedap makan.
Kau buat laptop eh? Kau naik?
Aku ada tahu. Jangan bila baca dalam tu lambat sangat. Ini 8.20. Dia siap masa 20 minit.
Aku tengah rekod ni tu.
Kilogram 16. Hold on. Oh, 200 bams.
Bro, need to convert to kilograms, bro.
Forgot to convert to kilograms.
Emang macam mana? Ada tanda dalam ni? Kat mana?
Dalam tu.
Oh, ada tanda.
Ada duduk kan bos.
Mix ke? Sama gender.
Is it unisex?
Ada 12 tapi
Kena tengok mana.
Can we get freaky?
Brother, please. I don't want to edit more videos.
I didn't know there was a killing there.
If you look at the
That
image,
was 16
yeah. The last video I edited was so horrible. My goodness.
tapi ada subtitle. Okay lah.
Subtitle. Baca tak subtitle?
Kita auto eh.
Sorry.
Saja-saja je nak buat extra. Tak payah. Nanti nampak macam aku je yang cakap-cakap. Okay, so this next one is asking for direct labor costs for the month. So it said the below there, overtime premium for direct labor is indirect costs.
Sikit.
And then they also cakap 100 of these hours idle time. So dia tanya direct labor cost. So what I did was 2,800, which was from 2,300 basic hours and 500 hours of overtime times RM7.20, because that's the direct workers punya pay rate, and then minus 100 in bracket 7.2. Itu sahaja. Because the 6.2 is from indirect workers, and then overtime hours we do not even see lah, because they say they want direct labor cost, and overtime premium is indirect. Yeah. Kau makan apa kat mamak? Makan lah. Ni makan aku.
Tapi 1,300 ni dia dah include ke boleh? Belum include ke? Belum include overtime.
Ui, Nezuko.
That's horrible. Ayo, kau makan mana?
Tu kat sana tadi ke?
Kau makan kat mana? Aman Bisu.
Mungkin nombor tu macam kat Anwar.
Ano tu?
Oh, orang cakap Aman Bisu.
Oh tu dia. Oh tu dia.
Apa kita nak kena kira overtime lagi?
Overtime premium yang indirect cost. Overtime premium and dia punya apa basic pay lain rasanya.
280 ni 230 plus 500 hours of overtime kan?
Yeah.
500 hours of overtime tu dia macam termasuk sekali dengan apa overtime premium ke tak?
Overtime premium is indirect, but there's a difference. Basic pay and overtime premium. Like kalau overtime premium is your overtime minus your basic hour rate. So the one kita tak calculate is overtime premium.
Okay. Sorry. Space.
Basic pay tu total kan? Basic pay ni total kan?
Wait, is it normal pay or basic pay? What?
Dua benda berbeza.
I don't know. Different.
Saya tak ingat.
Dah. Sekarang ni aku macam tahu lah macam
Kau bila sebab overtime gitu kan?
kan dia kata overtime premium for direct labor is
Basic pay
indirect
and normal
cost.
pay.
Oh ya, situ baik kita tak payah include 500 ni.
Kan
Kena
500
include.
Normal pay?
dia overtime. So, dia dalam 500 overtime tu dia dah termasuk sekali dengan
Like-
ke tak?
Okay, dia macam ni. Overtime premium, okay, let's say basic pay kau is RM7. And then kalau overtime is RM9 per hour. So your overtime premium is RM2. So kita tak include pun. Kita
Oh,
guna,
sebab kita bayar pakai 720 ni.
Ah. so kita tak
kita
main
tak-
pun dengan premium.
Kita tak bayar. Ya.
Ya. Okay. Ya. Thank you, Ashraf boy.
Sure boy.
Emang, ni boleh tak stop message perempuan?
Kau ni memang nak kena. You complain about the recording, I think.
Ni tak ada edit. Ni tak perlu. Ni tak perlu edit ni.
What your phone?
Alright.
19440. Okay. Hai bang. Cepatlah. Dah lah terlambat. Kita skip question to question 9 dulu sebab pendek sikit.
Pendek sikit. Apa dia?
Okay, so this is very pendek. Dia cakap 3/4 of the wages bill
Minus.
is for direct production
Sebab-
worker.
Idle time.
Sorry.
Nak continue ke nak tunggu dulu?
Tunggu je. Boleh tak tunggu sekejap?
Boleh.
Sangat.
Boleh. Aku sayang
Minus.
kamu juga
Sekejap,
sayang.
kenapa idle time kita minus? Kenapa kita tak minus?
Sebab dia bukan direct.
Ya, sebab idle time kau tak boleh mengaitkan dengan sesuatu cost tu, dengan produk tu.
Macam kalau fixed cost je kita kira idle time ni.
Indirect. Siapa?
Apa? Kira
Kau cakap
direct kan direct kan tak masuk idle time.
Ya,
Indirect idle time ni tu.
ya.
Yeah. Betul dia masalah. Apa dia?
Aku sayang.
Alah.
Asal berapa? During
Oh, ya.
tu.
Sorry.
Hmm. Oh, dia 2000 je. 2000.
Sebelah sini apa pandai-pandai emang siapa suruh
Alright, let's go.
siapa suruh makan lambat. Tak apa, kita buat question pendek. So kita start dengan question 9. Buat question 8 panjang gila. So question 9, gross pay was 32,000 with deduction and contribution of 10,600. Ni dia cakap uh, 3/4 of the wages bill is for direct production workers. Dia tanya what is debited to work in progress account. So mhm. So what I did was I think maybe salah lah, maybe can, but what I did was 3/4 times 32,000. I got 24,000. I think macam tu je. Or maybe 32,000 tu kena add with 10,600. But I don't think kena lah. What do you think, Aimang? Suka message perempuan tu kan? Apa nama dia?
Oh, baru je.
Baru.
Where did these reviews come from? You should say them out loud.
Emang boleh tak
No.
stop cakap dengan Julia?
Why are you saying it out loud? You are exposing
Memang-
our friend.
Memang muka garing ni. Kena expose.
Why are you exposing our friend? For what? For your
Just
Yeah, sebab dia
that's it.
staging Julia.
Bagi itu kurang ajar yang biadab lah.
Tadi kau minus 10
Aku tak main ya. Aku ambil raw number. Aku ambil
32,000.
3/4 times 32,000.
Sweet. Oh.
Sebab dia dekat 3/4 of the wage bill is for direct. And then dia tanya,
So
what is debited to work in progress? Work in progress kan direct.
not sure. Tapi it's dari
Dia 10,600 ni dia dah include dia dah include tu.
No. Dia
Dia memang include. Sebab gross pay gross pay tak ada deduction
Yeah.
right? Gross pay tak ada deduction apa-apa.
dia semua tahu.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't minus 10,600.
Apa yang final rounds? 24.
Yeah, 24. That's my idea lah. Okay. Kalau ada tak setuju, boleh lawan.
Tak lawan.
Tak nak lawan.
Saya kan saya.
Panggil saya.
Saya kat library dengan lawan tu.
Dia orang study kat port kan?
Okay.
Okay. So, memang just stop message Julia kan.
Oi.
So kita kat question 8
Kau jangan kau tak nampak bilik kau. Tahu kau duduk mana.
So guys, dia cakap first what I did was I split lah. Dia cakap indirect workers work for 760 hours including 90 hours of overtime. So I split into two. 670 indirect worker using basic normal pay and then 90 with overtime. So you get two different numbers. And then you can ignore the first ayat until it says indirect worker is paid 7.6 per hour. And then overtime, time and a half. And then they also say overtime premium, direct labor is indirect cost. And then they also say idle time 80 hours. So in the end, you will get 670, which is normal indirect working time, times 7.6, and then plus 90, 11.4, which is your overtime punya pay. And then you add 250 with 4, which is the direct premium, and then you add 80 with 8, which is the basic rate for direct worker. Then you get 7758. That's 250 times 4 because the overtime premium. Faham tak emang? 4 is the overtime premium. Ada 1.5 times 8 minus 8. That's the overtime premium. I'm just speeding up so that like not the whole 40 minutes is just me, Kena ada some variety. So who's the next? 775.
Itu.
Tapi ada problem lah.
Ada problem.
Apa tulis kat situ kan 4 sampai 6 kan. Aku ingat soalan 4 sampai 6. Dia punya page sampai 4 sampai 6. So aku salah buat lagi sekali. Aku macam, Ashraf dah buat soalan aku. Aku macam pelik lah. Kenapa? Punya aku yang salah buat.
Pun salah buat.
Eh?
Yeah, 7758. Tak apa. Kau buat question 10. Kau tak buat lagi ya?
Aku baru buat counting.
Okay. Then kita skip to Bastion dulu lah. Bastion, what question did you do?
It was like what, 16 to 23?
Then we go 16 terus.
I did, oh my god, it's all there is the questions. I didn't realize how much I did.
Yeah, bro. Congratulations.
Wow.
Teachers.
16.
Mas tak ada ni.
Late.
Dah.
I lost lah.
Oh,
Which one? Bro, nak mati dah.
Kau dapat berapa, Ashraf?
7758.
Aku dapat 8442.
Okay. Sekejap. Aku ulang balik jalan kira.
Okay.
670 times 7.6.
Ya.
90.
Ya.
380 ni dah sekali yang sama dulu dia betul.
Oh, including.
Kalau cara yang satu check yang overtime pay tu tambah dengan 760 times. Boleh juga kan?
Apa you cakap ni girl? Yang mana ada common factor ni?
Ada accident free.
Tak ada.
No, for this lah sebab nombor dia semua lain.
Ya.
Kalau nombor dia semua tak ada common factor, so kau
Ada kena tak banyak aku dapat duit dah 60. Yang ni 80 ni dari mana? Idea tak?
Alternatif.
Oh ya.
kau kena sih.
Basic pay plus overtime premium.
Bra, malah aku buat macam tu.
Oh, cuba dia tanya saya dah.
Tapi aku dah buat macam tu.
0 plus.
No,
No,
you banyak battery bro.
I have 68%.
Tu.
Wow. Sama lah sebab overtime.
My battery 36.
Overtime ni indirect lah.
Oh,
Sama lah juga sebab overtime ni indirect.
Mungkin dapat tergantung lah.
Apa question 16
Ini
Question
ambil
16.
overtime premium.
Okay, let's go question 16.
Panjang ke?
Tak panjang pun. It's not that long.
Average.
Average. So what I did first, right? was
Sabar-sabar, relax.
Bro,
Berada belum buat.
Go.
brother.
Go.
So I did
Berapa?
first 16 to 23. I did a lot of questions.
So, Sarah,
So what I did first was ignore all the first information and straight away look at the question first, so that I can easily look for what I wanted to look for. Question is, what is the total reapportionated production cost center B? Then I work my way up, and then we see the table there, reapportionment. It says production cost center A and production cost center B.
Yeah.
Since the question asks for just B, so I will ignore A.
Exactly.
Exactly. So if you want to do reapportionment, we'll look at this reapportionment percentage of cost center 1 and cost center 2, which is 60% and 45% respectively. And I work up back again to look at the values. The service cost center for 1 is 42,000 and for 2 is 57,600. So then I just multiply those values with the relevant percentages. So 42,000 times 60%, you get 25,200. And for cost center 2, 57,600 times 45%, you get 25,929. So the total reapportionment is 51120.
Okay,
Did everyone get that?
I got it. I got it from my dad. Got it from my dad.
112 0.
51120.
Yeah, yes. So
Congratulations.
the question is very nice.
Okay,
Let's go. Next one.
next one.
You were in there.
Let's
I have to remember my thought process because I don't think about it.
Okay, let's go. Next.
Okay, 17. As always, sure, we look at the question first. What amount should be apportioned to the store's cost center for rent and rates? Two keywords, store's cost center and rent and rates. So the rent and rates, if you go back all the way up to the question, it says the rent and rates for this period is anticipated to be $40,000. Then if we look at the store's cost center, the floor area is 1,000 meters squared. So what we should do is first 1,000, which is the stores, over the total of the entire floor area occupied by all the cost centers, which should equal to 5,000. Am I right? If you get 5,000, so that would be 1,000 over 5,000 multiplied by $40,000. So therefore, the amount that should be apportioned to the store's cost center for rent and rates should be $8,000.
Yeah,
Did everyone get that correct?
I agree.
Do you agree or disagree?
I agree with you.
Mm.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm like the banana for like speak Melayu.
Question ini yang tu.
Now from 18,
Yang
I'm also a bit
yang beda bagi lain tu.
betul.
40,000 ni untuk
Kat sebagai.
Itu lah, sudah.
Brother, did bro not attend business communication?
Enough. We're going to the next question. All right. So then we'll take the manufacturing overhead, which is 245,600, divided by the machine hours for manufacturing, which is 80,000, and the OAR should be to the nearest cent, $3.07 per machine hour.
I got it.
Did you all get it?
I got it.
So proud of you. Wow. Okay, it's not good one. Everyone got 3.07. Bagus. So for B, it would be nearly the exact same thing, except we are finding the OAR for the labor hour in the finishing cost center. So we'll look at the finishing, the column finishing column. So we'll take the overhead 185,400 and then be divided by the labor hour, which is 88,000. Which I realize I took the wrong value this now. Hold on.
So okay, bro. That's what we discussed.
That's what we discussed. I look at the wrong thing this morning. That is what we discussed. Oh my goodness, so embarrassing.
Siapa nak jadi manusia?
So 185,400 divided by 88,000. You should get. One more time. Yeah,
Actually, I got calculator. I'm just so lazy to put it out.
it's option. $2.11.
Yeah. Let's go.
But we discussed, I would have seen that just now. It's so embarrassing. Did I do this correctly?
Bang, please lah jangan message Julia.
What is your obsession with that?
Tidak ulang 3 kali.
I'm so multiple times.
Why you opening over?
Yes, that is not good.
Bro, aku on Crunchyroll je.
Okay, so question 9. What is the total amount of overhead to be absorbed into the cost of the product? So we see here, the assembly is 2.66 per machine hour, while packaging is 1.75 per hour. Where we find these hours is in the sentences. There is no numbers. You have to read the word, and I don't like it. So it says 3 machine hours in assembly department and 2 labor hours in the packaging department. So all you have to do is for assembly 2.66 multiplied by 3, it was 1.75 multiplied by 2, and then you get the answer, which should be $11.48.
I got the
It's good.
I'm just going Bruno Mars.
What you should have known about us.
Low key lah.
Like what tennis? It's cooking. It's like very cute. I feel has went to the. Is it a unisex store? Yeah, yes. Amazing.
Why you want to know, bro?
It's a good count. Should we wait for a girl? Yeah. Should we? Do we wait? Okay, cut straight.
Now we're just gonna continue the recording.
You're gonna continue the recording.
Of course. So this is proof of attendance temporarily. So this version.
Our
Yeah. Akil is doing business.
In the toilet.
That's BD toilet. Skinny toilet. Hey guys, welcome back.
So wait. Akil is here.
To the skinny toilet. Sorry.
Okay.
So this is my
Question let's go on.
alright. We're
Question
not
21.
20.
Also 20.
Don't try to skip the question, Ashraf. Sorry. All right. Question 20. Question. What is the total production cost of 1 unit of product C? So we all know production cost, total production cost, prime cost plus production overhead, right? Yes. So let's look for each information. You see here, direct material cost per unit is 4.2, and the direct labor cost is 4.65. What is this? This is part of the prime cost.
Alright.
And then each unit of product C spends half an hour, so that'll be 0.5 hours. 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes, 0.5 hours. Thank you. And this in the department, and quarter of an hour being packaged. A quarter of an hour will be 0.25 hours. So the overhead absorption, the OAR, it was 4.8 for the assembly and 3.6 for packaging. Let us start with the total prime cost first. So you just take the assembly 4.8 plus packaging 3.6, and you get $8.85. And what the lead? Then the total overhead, production overhead cost. First, the brackets. We calculate the assembly departments. 4.8 multiplied by 0.5, half an hour, plus 3.6 multiplied by 0.25, quarter of an hour. So then you get 2.4 plus 90 cents, and then you get 3.30. Now, so the total production cost should be $12.15.
Skibidi toilet.
Honestly, 50 cents should be negligible. We should just keep it at 12. When was the last time you saw a 5 cent?
Skibidi toilet.
Not sure. 12.15? 12.15? Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Okay. What's the next question? Yeah.
Eh, jangan bersiul bro. Masuk dalam tu.
Really? I've been doing it every show. Okay.
I don't know. Dalam cerita Munafik bukan macam tu. Wow. You know trusted source.
Question 21. How much total overhead will be included in the cost of the unit of product H to the nearest cent? Let's work from the top to bottom. Betul lah.
Yeah, betul.
I think mine did all that. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Aima?
Mesti Julia.
Machining overhead absorption rate, machining OAR, 1.47 per machine hour. Machine hour. Take note of this. While the finishing OAR is 3.04 per labor hour. Take note of this as well. So, and then the table down there, labor hour per unit, for machining is 4, for finishing is 2, for machine hours per unit, machining is 6, for finishing is 1. So let's take a look at the machine OAR first, 1.47 per machine hour. So we will take 1.47 multiplied by 6, since it is under machining, and we will take the machine hours per unit. 1.47 multiplied by 6, we get 8.82. Then we do the same for finishing OAR, 3.04 multiplied by 2, we get 6.08. So the total overhead should be $14.90. Yeah. Do you agree with me, Mafia? You look like okay, sorry, I took you fast. It's like warrior. There's a wall. Okay. Machining OAR, right? Yeah. Since it is related to machining, we will look at the machining column. And then it says 1.47 per machine hour. Yeah. So we will look at the machine hours per unit row. which will be 6. So use that 1.47 multiplied by 6. We get $8.82. Yeah. Then finishing OAR, it is related to finishing. So when you look at the finishing column, that's 2 hours and 1 hour. Then it says 3.04 per labor hour. Then we will look at the labor hour, well, which will be 2. So 3.04 times 2, which is respectively 8.82 plus 6.08. The answer should be for all of you $14.90. Do you agree with me? Yeah. Thank you.
Boss.
What's the next question? Oh my Jesus.
Dah nak habis dah, bos?
My battery's about to fail.
Kepala.
50%.
Oh my.
26%.
26, bro.
How is your laptop surviving yours? Is it not?
Yeah. It's because my laptop is actually HP Victus Model 16. And they are RTX 4050 with a 24 gig RAM and a 512 gigs.
You don't like the words that are coming out of your mouth. I do like the words that are going to come out of my mouth for question 22, though.
Selling price. Huh? Selling price, bro. Mana selling price? Selling price. Oh, it's just 480. It's just 3,890.
480 for a laptop like this? Okay. Who's everything made in China? I'm 25% made in China.
Please sponsor me, HP.
So, question 22. Let's look at let's use the Survivor method of reading questions. You go look at the one in bold. What are the budgeted OAR per relevant hour? Sorry. So let's work from bottom to top. Overheads, first piece of information. Overheads are absorbed on machine hour basis in assembly and on the labor hour basis in packaging. So let's look at the table, assembly, packaging on the columns, budgeted overhead, machine hours, and labor hours for the rows. Let's take a look at machine hour basis in assembly. So the piece of information here is machine hour basis. So we will take the value of the budgeted overhead for assembly, 104,300, divided by budgeted machine hours, 50,000. We should get $2.09 per machine hour. For the budgeted OAR per machine hour, 2.09. $2.09. Did everyone agree? You love to hear it. Let's look at the second piece. The one piece, labor hour basis in the packaging department. Packaging department, we look at the packaging column. And it says labor hour basis. So we will look at the labor hours row. We will take the budgeted overhead for packaging, 64,500, and you divide it by the budgeted labor hours, 30,000. You should get $2.15 per labor hour. Yes, I math is a problem. I think no problem. Are you sure? Okay. Good. So budgeted OAR, machine hour, 2.09. Budgeted OAR, labor hour, 2.15. 2.9.
Intro stuff.
You?
Sorry. Last question for this documents.
Hey, for this one, right? I total up ke?
Total for what?
Like, you know how you separate, right?
Yeah,
Do you not need to total it up?
I wouldn't think so.
Tak perlu kan?
Because that 10,000 is used for packaging. We're looking at the hours for assembly.
Wait, are we looking at the same thing?
Yeah, we're looking at the same thing.
Oh, okay. So tak payah samakan eh?
That's what I interpreted. Maybe if anyone would like to disagree,
Udah buat lain.
did you do it before me or did you do it right now just now? 2 seconds before you finish. Oh, sorry. If this is all wrong, considering choosing the using the matrix. Sorry, it was wrong.
Apa you cakap ni?
I'm confident with my answer.
You makan apa?
So I'm not gonna say, oh,
Okay, okay.
but I cannot lie. I have to wait for you.
Question 33, bro.
Question 33, the last question for this document, document 20220810, WA0006.
Yeah. Go.
What was the overhead absorption in the period? Absorption.
Macam mana guys?
I don't know. I'm kidding. Cheating. I got you. Okay. So we see the budgeted overhead expenditure, 53,900. The predetermined OAR, 24.5 per machine hour. Predetermined is also budgeted OAR. Yeah. Miss Jen mentioned this. Thank you. And the actual activity is 2,070 machine hours. And the actual overhead expenditure is 54,670. So what I did, and hopefully you all agree, otherwise I look like a fool, is first, absorbed overhead, 24.5 per machine hour. I multiply with the actual activity, 2070. The absorbed overhead should be $50,715. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, you pressed the calculator correctly.
I did.
Good. Then to calculate over, under, minus, over absorbed overheads, you take the actual expenditure, which is 54,670, minus the absorbed overhead that you just calculated, 5715. Since you can see that actual is more than the absorbed, Therefore, it is an under-absorbed overhead. Yeah, 3955 power. Yeah. There's a lot of saliva in my mouth. Okay. Thank you for being with me on that. I wrote it in pencil. I love writing in pencil.
Okay, so with that, now you know go to the other part. Anh biết đấy, anh đang để anh sẽ ra show anh sẽ là đi lâu rồi anh sẽ anh đã có sao
Hey,
touch on I'm on I cannot it's come from anyone else other than you it's okay
but specifically,
no when Astro do it okay kalau dari Julia okay lah Kita selalu indang ni. So kau suka dia lah sampai kau ingat dia sampai sekarang.
you're like a old
Mati mo yan. Aduh, susah tu.
What question do we do now? Do we do the pretend that Amar was a patadong?
No. We do Saifuddin Aiman.
No.
Ada nanti habis tidak? Fine.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Kita habiskan. Kita buat on the spot right now.
On the spot.
Buat kan?
Boleh juga.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I was gonna look at you while we doing what we're doing.
Kalau salah, ada benda yang akan dipotong.
Potong markah.
Dah dengar tak kelihatan.
Hah?
Allowance.
Itu allowance.
Dari 15 dulu. Lagi 12 je.
Okay, boleh.
Oh, because the question is short.
Yeah.
All your questions is short. No, they completely average.
So, Stephanie.
So, what my average for me? 14 of 20. 14. Ignore it. 14 of 50 first. 15. Okay, so.
So you like big numbers, huh?
Stop it. It's not really. I make the hook. Okay, what?
Kan soalan 15 ni. They said they produce 100 unit, right? And each unit requires 2 hours, 2 hour labor hours. So we times 2 hours times 100 units.
Okay.
However, 30% of the total labor hours are expected to be idle, which means it is
Okay, bro.
What?
we must plus 20% of the 200, right?
No, minus no.
Minus.
Total labor cost. Total labor cost? Effect.
Are expected to be idle.
Total labor cost? Effect tu. Sebenarnya saya cakap direct labor. Tapi kenapa nak plus?
What are you saying? What are you reacting to?
Tahu.
Bukan 20% of the total labor hours tu minus, right? So
Kena minus tu.
kau lagi tak sebab okay, dia dah produce 100 units kan. Satu unit pakai jam. So untuk 100 units 200 jam. Yes. Lepas tu dalam 200 jam tu 20% idle time. So kita ambil 80% of that 200 je kan.
Tapi
Dia total.
total labor cost bukan total direct labor. So
So that's 200 times 10 lah.
I don't know. I'm asking. Saya memberi opinion.
Safiyuddin Aiman.
Tapi dia tak masuk itu. Pendapat anda?
Safiyuddin Aiman.
We are doing question 15 on
Safiyuddin Aiman.
I have seen him.
Saifuddin.
Safiyuddin.
Saifuddin ke? Nama apa sebenarnya? Islam ke Safiuddin? Safiuddin.
Safiyuddin. Safiyuddin Aiman. Aiman ada G. Safiyuddin kena ada G.
Why is the I in the rock? I thought you said Saifuddin.
Safiyuddin. Safiyuddin.
Why is the I moved to the second name? I thought you were Saifuddin.
I thought like the same today.
It's Safiyuddin.
This is what.
When I was typing the email, everything was already mentioned.
What is this point?
During this opportunity.
What about Safiyuddin?
Safi bukan saya buat.
Enough.
Too much eh.
Soalan 15.
Too much eh.
So,
Soalan tanya.
ini tak jawab soalan.
Oh, shoulder.
Okay, so kita tahu lah.
Betul.
Apa kita kata buat dengan 20% labor hour to be idle.
Kita banyak juga kan total.
Shoe or shoulder?
Aku rasa, should have sih.
What?
Aku like should be eh.
Kenapa dah?
Kenapa sekali dah? Bukan mesti be for the
Tapi time tu dah masuk kan? Dia kata.
Dia bukan,
The total number of hours is 2.
dia
So we should minus.
bukan whether should add.
Tapi kau nak main guys.
Dia
The total is 2.
dia kata
Labor hours.
it's ideal.
That is the total labor hours I was given to us.
Kalau dia direct macam make sense lah kalau kita nak tolak idle time sebab yang 80% kerja yang betul-betul buat kerja. Dan kalau total di sini like kita kena bayar even though produce atau tak produce barang sebab kita still incur cost tu.
Kena go through bukan apa punya recording. Okay, okay.
16.
Alright. Enough, enough. Alright.
Tak perlu tolak. That's 200 when ends and then we get 2000.
Okay. Salah, ingat lah potong.
So multiply by 2 per hour, multiply by $10 per hour. See? Right? Is that what you said? 200 times 10. 2000. 2000.
Lagi lagi.
Question about somebody tanya what is the class usage of material in the production of what is the usage of material in the production of product XY in real time. Create a special in
Oh,
so sebenarnya direct. Sebab dia tanya what is the plan usage. We take 6,000 and then multiply by 0.4 liter. That's all.
really?
What? Wait,
Okay, betul.
What is the plan usage of material in the production of product?
Ini je.
Dia tanya tu, dia tak tanya berapa yang dia nak order. Ayat plan to change as follows. Macam dia plan juga untuk faham dulu. Sebab mana dia tanya berapa material yang kita guna untuk production SY. Nanti bukan termasuk dalam ni.
Oh.
Kita include, right?
Betul-betul saya faham.
Direct lah.
Boleh ulang.
What is the working again? 6,000 times 0.4 liters. 6,000 times 0.4 liters.
Itu saja.
Itu saja. Yeah, so is 2,400. 2,400. Yeah.
Bro, acting surprise.
Soalan dia just what is the plan usage of material AB in the production of product Y. Dia tak suruh termasuk dalam decrease or increase. Maksudnya masa
Inventories ni.
dia bukan quantity yang kita perlu order lah soalan ni.
Thank you.
Okay, question 13.
Yeah. So
What's up, like going back to
Kita habis
my flight tomorrow. This is completely
flight tomorrow.
I'm flying to Kochi for the weekend.
Eh, university we got class, right?
Yeah, I know after class.
Oh,
After 4 p.m.
yeah.
For the weekend. How much? The ticket? 500.
Solid.
550. Itu even though kalau macam public holiday. Public holiday dia tambah.
I mean, if you book earlier, then kurang lah.
Yes.
So you book a deal.
Yes. Like what? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Kena pre-plan.
500 pergi dengan balik.
No. 550 going.
500 pergi balik 50.
So ada possibility dia still tak balik tau.
Yeah.
What if?
Ada.
You go balik masukkan balik dalam
So sure you got enough cash flow.
My cash flow is the same roll.
Oh, your cash flow is negative, bro.
It is. Like 9:15 p.m. So I have 5 hours to get to KL Central to get to KL.
Boleh.
Grab.
Oh, I'm not getting the grab. 9:15. If I take a grab and after 4 p.m.
Yeah.
6 hours, people are going back from work. I'm gonna be stuck there for 2 hours.
Either way, you're gonna pay a lot.
No.
So what are you doing?
There's already a plan.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So what's your plan?
My plan is.
Aman tu macam mana tau. Ni version yang buat distraction ni.
Sorry,
Boleh minta pause sebentar boleh actually.
because our 33%.
Okay, dah resume recording dah.
Hello.
Okay, so
Sorry.
okay, so kita nak buat kita
So for the okay. For question number 10, the A is asking us about what is the amount to be debited to the work in progress account. So work in progress account is direct labor cost. So we see in the first sentence, we say that 740 hours including 110 hours of overtime. This is for direct production workers, but for indirect worker, we not see it right now because we are focused for direct production only. So the next point that we should highlight is the idle time, which is 50 hours of idle time. And then what else? I think that's all we need. One more is the basic rate for direct production worker, which is 8.40 per hours. So the calculation would be 740 hours minus by 110 hours, because we don't need overtime, because this overtime is indirect labor. And then we multiply by 8.4 dollars and minus with 50 multiply by 8.4, because we need to exclude the idle time.
Oh, idle time bukan indirect.
Idle time is indirect.
740 tu termasuk idle time lah. 740 tu ada idle time.
Yeah.
So kena tolak.
So we will get $4,872.
Repeat the calculation line again.
First, 740 hours minus by 110. So you will got 630 hours multiplied by $8.4. Okay. After that, you will minus with idle time. So 50 hours and multiply with 8.4. And then you will got the $4,872.
Sebenarnya boleh lah 740 tolak 110 tolak 50.
Berapa jawapan?
4,872.
Tapi dia cakap overtime premium yang tak masuk, basic masuk lah. Overtime premium are treated as indirect cost. Maksudnya they include the basic pay kan within that overtime. They just tak include the extra that you pay for being overtime. Is that not overtime premium?
Oh, di mana?
Yes, direct labor cost, overtime premiums,
Treated as
only if necessary. Direct labor cost.
I didn't minus lah, because overtime premium kan different from overtime pay.
Yeah. My mistake.
Yes, the basic pay of direct workers will be 740.
aku tak
So
Apa beza dia?
okay, kita guna terms aku lah.
Oi.
Overtime premium and overtime. Katakanlah basic pay kau RM6. So overtime biasa kau, let's say overtime premium is RM2. So our overtime premium is RM2. Our overtime pay is RM8. Alright. So now what's happening here? Dia cakap overtime premium is indirect. Means RM2 ni tolak tepi, but we're still paying the basic pay, which is RM6.
Tapi benda tu included overtime.
What? It is included overtime, tapi dia cakap overtime premium is indirect. Overtime itself is direct.
Overtime pay is there.
boleh jadi macam tu.
Basic pay is direct. But overtime premium pergi kat indirect.
Kerja overtime, orang bayar basic kau plus overtime premium sebab kau kerja lebih. Faham tak? Tapi ini kau kerja lebih, so dia kena bayar dua kan, overtime premium dengan basic tiga kawan. Cuma overtime premium kita tak ambil sebab dia kita as indirect cost. So kita just ambil basic pay. Tapi kita darab dengan overtime hour yang kerja tu, so sebab tu ada still included.
So basic pay tu dia include times hour yang overtime.
Okay.
Cuma tak kira overtime premium.
Itu my understanding
So
je.
just minus 50 lah.
Itu my understanding je. You have to understand, I tak fokus on any of the classes. My nota next level, ada banyak perempuan.
So my battery is, what is my battery now? Okay, 10%. So I will then I will proceed for the next question, which is B. What is the amount to be debited to the production overhead control account? So this one is said by overhead control account, so indirect labor cost, right? So when we calculated this, we have to take this indirect workers for 200 hours, include 40 hours of overtime. That's our first point here. And then we will take the idle time also, and indirect workers have a basic of $6 per hours. And don't forget about this one thing that I is paid at time plus 1/3. It mean like 1/3, I think, right?
1/3 lah.
So the calculation that I make is 160 hours multiplied by 6 plus 40 hours multiplied by 8 plus 110 hours multiplied with 2.8 plus 50 hours multiplied with 8.4. So I will repeat. For this is for the normal pay. 160 multiplied by 6 is a normal pay.
Okay.
Plus 40 hours multiplied with 8 is overtime pay. Plus 110 is overtime premium for the direct production workers. So 110 hours multiplied by 2.8.
Okay, dapat berapa jawapan tu?
And last but not least, plus with idle time, which is 50 hour multiplied by 8.4.
Okay, so kau dapat jawapan berapa?
So aku tak kira. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Aku rasa aku Bruno Mars lah lagi.
Big Dow.
Big die.
200.
2008 lah.
2.8. Oh.
2008.
2008. I was 2 years old.
Really?
No.
Bro, I was 3 already.
Why you are 3?
You were 3 in 2008. You were born in 2005.
Bruno ke?
Ada 4 benda lah kita tambah.
Me and Aibak considered 2005 already.
You were born 1st January or something.
No, 3 years.
Banyak idle time.
Close enough.
Okay, that's all from me.
Wait, 160 times 6.
So the first thing we should do is convert everything
To kg.
to kg for product E, yes. The sales, the opening and the closing.
Alah. Okay.
So the sales we get 1664 kgs.
Semula?
Yeah.
Kau buat apa? 6,400.
Itu darab 0.26.
26.
Ya, sorry.
Right, right.
Oh. Tak benar.
Okay, then opening for product E is 540 kgs
540. 2600.
times 0.26. And closing is
Yeah.
I terbalik lah.
Right? Terbalik.
Opening is 676.
Yeah, 676. Opening 676.
Yeah, 676. And then closing is 780.
What is your problem? I'm kidding.
So right now semua dah convert jadi kgs, right?
Yeah.
And then we just add and minus, add sales and closing for both inventory E and inventory W, and then minus the both opening. And then we get 170. Plus sales yang kita
Tak ada aku spreadsheet lah.
Then we have to. I have to read it. Oh, it's a pagi. Bukan petang ni. Petang lah. We can read it tomorrow morning.
Kita tengah hari.
So baca pagi tu
So now after this you can sleep. I'm kidding.
1664 minus 540 plus 480
I am lost. Because I floating figure.
Oh, ni units. Oh,
Help me,
yeah.
bro.
Hmm?
Help me.
No.
Why?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Nasib baik dah tak rekod.
Record.
1748.
Dia masuk ke
Ah,
kalau dia
so
bersyukur dia dah masuk dia keluar balik.
70.
You know how many times I whistle? Ooh, I keep on going back and forth.
Dia bukan masuk neraka, tapi dia macam panggil syaitan.
Hai. Kau belajar dari mana?
Dia summoning.
Kau main tu.
Oh,
Seruling tu apa tu? Oh tak. Oh, tembak. Yang memburu tu. Puk. Racun.
Tu.
Goblin tak?
Hawk tu.
Sumpit je.
Hawk tu.
What the fuck, bro? Okay, jawapan dia 1708 kg.
Yes.
Sabar bro. Lepas tu dah dapat 1604 ni.
Minus closing.
Minus closing or minus
Aku
Minus opening plus closing.
betul. What should I do next?
This multiplied by this, you get the sales in
Untuk
kg.
dua-dua tu.
And then these two, you multiply each by 0.26, and then you get these in kg.
17.
Then the value of this in kg minus the sum of these minus the sum of the opening kg plus the sum of the closing kg.
Why so aggressive?
This is the sales. This is the sum of the opening inventory. You minus that, and then you plus with the sum of the closing inventory. All of this in kilograms. Do you understand?
Semua Sarawak yang patut satu. Sumpit tu buat apa nak Sarawak buat apa?
Tak memburu lah. Duduk nak senapang.
What happened?
Dia paradise dia guna apa? Pokok apa? Kan dekat ni dia terkena orang
Kelapa sawit kan?
I don't know. All of you are part of Semenanjung, right? All of you are part of Semenanjung. You still are.
Change in unit labor cost from the piecework system to the purposely hourly rate system. So the old one is piecework system and the new one is the hourly rate system. So we must calculate both of the system lah. So for old system, we take 50 unit times with $3.5 and plus 10 unit times with $4, and then we divide with the 60 units, and then we get 3.58.
60, right? 60. So the first 50 you multiply by 3.5.
Yeah, and then the next 10.
The next 10 you multiply by 4.
Oh, dia tak payah divide 60 eh?
Kan divide 60. Aku tak main pun divide. Aku main.
Kalau unit labor cost tu not for one unit eh?
Awak nak jadi saya monyet. Aku tak faham macam mana. Sekejap. Okay. Jawapan kau apa?
3.58 yang untuk full system tu. Sebab aku divide
divide by 60 ya?
Ya.
Oh, change in
Unit
units.
level.
Unit.
Yeah.
Faham.
Because from the other question.
And then you divide it by 60.
Yeah. Dapat 3.58. Okay.
Kena times 25.
No.
25. Ada apa?
Sebab ada 25 employee.
Sebab apa? Kita based on one employee untuk tengok berapa satu unit.
Boleh ke based on one employee?
I mean, they'll all be the same.
Mana
Even
tahu dia orang bekerja
Sebab kalau kita times 25 yang atas right, kita akan 60, yang bawah tu 60 darab 25 juga. Sebab total unit ya, so either way ya. Right. Okay.
Tapi kenapa kita kena divide
divide 60 sebab total unit yang seorang produce is 60. Okay. And then the new one, the hourly rate system, 36 hours times by $5 plus 2 hours.
2 hours. Itu kau soalan mana?
it's the second sentence.
Plus 2 hours times by 7.4.
7.
So basically ni 2 times 7.4 is the overtime pay, not the overtime premium.
Oh. Hah? Oh, hah? 2.4 is overtime. What?
overtime premium.
Bukan 2.4 tu overtime premium.
2 times 7.4. I add up 5 and 7.
Oh, okay. Tu dapat dari mana?
Sebab total 38. Tapi the normal hours
Jadi kira overtime pay lah.
and then same divide 60. 3.25.
Siapa ambil science?
Aku.
Invention.
Why?
This B right?
Circle dioxide is a covalent compound with a giant molecular structure which all the found is called silicon dioxide.
Yes.
High
Tadi
melting point and lowering point. It's
jawapan
equivalent-
akhir dia 3.58
It's a small and
minus
simple structure.
3.25.
Kenapa kena divide 60?
Wait, strong covalent
Sebab
bonds with alcohol and weak bonds
unit
with
labor
attracting
cost.
forces.
Maksudnya satu unit tu
It's
cost
a
dia
covalent
berapa?
compound. It has weak van der Waals attracting forces.
Kalau kita times 25, bawah tu akan times
Giant
25
molecular
juga.
structure.
So
But it's not A. It's so
the change
I thought it's like a B or C.
It's A or C.
is
It's B or C. Cannot be A. Because it's giant, bro.
Then it's C then because B a high melting and boiling point. That's why ionic compound is a compound. Even if it is bigger, a covalent compound would still have weak van der Waals forces.
Sebenarnya kau lagu main kau salah lagu kan. Berarti kau letak nama kau kat group first kan?
Well,
Kau tak?
what was the hourly rate system answer?
3.24
Divided by
hourly, yeah.
divided by how much?
Yes, dia keliru nama kau dengan nama kau.
94.8 divided by
Dia
6.
tulis S Aiman. Tak tahu nama aku security.
3.24.
2.25.
3.25.
Dia bukan dia A H Aiman Hakim.
So
So the change is 0.33.
decrease.
Decrease in cost.
This is a good. Okay, next question. Some level. I record it. Nice move.
Embarrassing.
Joke. The question is what will be what will be the effect of the new system on the per unit labor cost. So dia sama macam tadi. Kita kena kira old and then kena kira new. Compare. And then compare. Yes. So for old 35 hours times $5.5
Basics.
plus 4,
What was that again? 5.5?
yeah, 5.5
5.5 times
35
times 35.
and then 4 hours times 7.5.
7.5 tu dia punya overtime premium ke?
Yeah, overtime premium.
Really?
Macam tak make sense.
Bukan bro.
No.
Tu 7.5 tu dah tambah dengan premium lah.
Rasanya dia 2.5 kan? Ke 2? Oh, 2.
Tu ya.
Kenapa tak masuk dengan premium dia tak cakap?
Overtime is paid at the rate.
I thought kalau dia cakap like dia tak cakap apa-apa, kita just continue per unit labor cost. Tak payah tolak premium apa-apa.
So like apa macam mana? Kalau cakap overtime, maksudnya itu
Premium, right?
dia overtime premium.
Ya.
Bukan kalau overtime dia maksudnya dia basic pay plus overtime premium.
Ya.
Kan?
Kita tengah cakap apa sebenarnya?
Tak, saya tengah wondering. If
7.5.
the overtime tu macam 7.5 tu
Overtime
dia
pay
punya
ke
overtime
overtime
premium
premium?
ke overtime pay?
Oh, bukan. It's overtime pay.
Oh yeah.
Takkanlah overtime premium 7.5 bro. Kau biasa pun 5.5, siapa nak bayar 7 ringgit 50 sen extra?
So it's 2.5. 2.
So 4 dalam tu kan?
Tapi kenapa tak nak 4 times 7.5 je?
Sebab dia kerja 4 hours overtime.
Ya. Kenapa tak nak 4 times 7.5?
Oh, dia tak termasuk kan?
So boleh jugalah kan 35 darab 5.5 tambah
Apa yang dia tak termasuk overtime?
4 jam tu tak termasuk dalam 35. So just 4 times 7.5 right?
Bukan tu. What happened?
Nothing happen.
Okay, so it's just give me my paper, bro. So it's 4 times 7.5.
Yeah.
Ada orang tak nak pergi keluar ke?
And then we divide by 13. Sebab apa 13? Sebab
boleh.
35 plus 4 we divide by 3 hours. So each
13.
employee yes, each employee produce 13 unit
Pandai lah you ni.
in a week. Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry.
39 over 3 we get 30. Maksudnya satu employee dia produce 30 unit satu minggu.
Kau sure tak payah involve dengan 50 kan?
Oh my god.
Kalau kita involve 50 ke atas, bawah pun kita 13 tu kena darab 50 juga.
Okay, I trust you baby.
Huh?
Mana lagu romantik tu? I've been feeling so hard. Kau kan tempat lain tu.
Did you not know it's been recording this entire time?
Yeah. Is it real or funky?
It's real. It's being recorded right now. Say hi.
Better that Ashraf move. Nanti kena potong. Kat.
So all system the unit level the unit level cost for the old system is 70.1 17.12 lah. So calculate the new system.
So by 30 minutes.
So minus 0.5, right?
The apa the question said in the new system there's no overtime, so we just take 35 minus over 2.5, so one employee produce 14 units in a week.
Sorry orang.
Sebab kat soalan dia kata bila dah ada sistem baru tu overtime dah tak ada overtime. So ambil 35 bahagi dengan 2.5. Sebab apa 2.5? Sebab efficiency dia dah bertambah. So satu produk just need 2.5 hours.
Okay. So jawapan kau apa?
Reduce 30 minutes.
So 14 minit tu. Okay, and then the old system the new system unit labor cost is 35 times 5.5 over 40.
Okay. So
13.75.
okay, dapat.
Good for you, Ashraf. 5 times 5.5 over 40. Sebab dah tak ada overtime. Dah tak perlukan overtime. Sebab kita dah increase efficiency.
Why you looking at me like that? Leave, bro.
Julia. So the
Who the
effect
hell?
is old minus new, which is 17.12 minus 13.75. The final answer is 3.37.
Lepas aku tak kira ramai.
Decrease by 3.37.
Berapa? 3 point berapa?
3.37.
Okay, dapat.
Decrease.
Kelas kita ada tak perempuan nama Aisyah? Ada. Ada. Siapa?
Aisyah Sophia, right?
Yang mana?
Aku nampak dekat
Someone yang selalu dengan Mahira.
Aku
Mahira siapa?
Siapa pula tu?
Mahira yang selalu yang pernah chat kau.
Siapa yang cek kau? Dia tak pernah dia siapa?
Kita tahu kelas rap Ais. Zoo yang selalu depan FA 100.
Jangan.
Tak ada lawan lah.
Atina ke Ibrina Rawat?
Yes.
Atina ke Azra kaki gosip dalam kelas.
Oi.
Gosip kuat lah sama dia.
Mesti dengar kan?
Ada ke?
Oh, aku
Aku tahu Adina as the
Aku
monkey.
dia depan.
Kita budak baik.
Ya aku actually perempuan yang banyak di belakang.
Apa budak baik?
Dan
Saya tidur.
Dan ayah
Because you are the front
Atin
here.
yang
That's why you are good.
trio dia. Atin. Atin je yang aku tak duduk.
Even you sit.
Oh betul aku ingat.
You by chance you are
kenal
to pick up by your
Kau cerita.
I don't know why that happens. Guys, please, my battery is at 15%.
Okay, question 10.
Question 10. I tak tahu macam mana nak.
I'm out.
Okay.
Wow.
Alah.
Finally.
Bagi dia masak, bagi dia masak.
Masak apa? So the first thing you should do is convert everything to kg. To kg. For product E, yes. The sales, the opening and the closing. So the sales we get 1664 kgs.
Semula
1664.
Yeah.
Kau buat apa? 6,400.
Darab 0.26.
Aduh, enam.
Ya, sorry.
Baik.
Oh
Sorry.
tak pernah.
Okay, then opening for product E is 540 kgs
540. 2600.
times 0.26. And closing is I terbalik lah.
Right? Terbalik.
Opening is 676.
Yeah, 676. Opening 676.
Yeah, 676. And then closing is 780.
What is your problem? I'm kidding.
So right now semua dah convert jadi kgs, right?
Yeah.
And then we just add and minus, add sales and closing for both inventory E and inventory W, and then minus the both opening. And then we get 170 plus sales yang kita
Tak ada aku spreadsheet ni.
Then we have to. I have to read it. Oh, it's a pagi.
Bukan petang ni.
Petang lah. We can read it tomorrow morning.
Kelas kita tengah hari.
so baca pagi tu
So now after this you can sleep. I'm kidding.
1664 minus 540 plus 480.
I am lost because I forgot to see you.
Oh ni.
Help me, bro. Help me.
No.
Hi.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's why dah tak rekod. Terokyon.
1748.
Kalau dia masuk
Ah,
kalau dia
so
bersyukur, dia dah masuk dia keluar balik.
70.
You know how many times I whistle? Ooh, I keep on going back and forth.
Dia bukan pasal neraka, tapi dia macam panggil syaitan.
Hai. Kau belajar dari mana?
Dia summoning.
Kau ulti main tu.
Oh,
Seruling tu apa tu? Oh tak. Oh tembak dia. Yang memburu tu. Racun.
Kau tu.
Goblin tak?
Hawk tu.
Hawk tu.
Hawk tu.
What the fuck bro?
Okay, jawapan dia 1708 kg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sabar bro. Lepas tu dah dapat 1604 ni.
Minus closing.
Minus closing or minus
Minus opening plus closing.
Betul? What should I do next?
This multiplied by this, you get the sales in
Untuk
kg.
dua-dua tu.
And then these two, you multiply each by 0.26, and then you get these in kg. And then the value of this in kg minus the sum of these minus the sum of the opening kg plus the sum of the closing kg.
Why so aggressive?
This is the sales. This is the sum of the opening inventory. You minus that, and then you plus with the sum of the closing inventory. All of this in kilograms. Do you understand?
Semua Sarawak yang padu satu. SOP tu buat apa Sarawak buat apa?
Tak memburu lah. Dulu nak senapang.
What happened?
Dia paradise dia guna apa? Pokok apa? Kan dekat ni dia terkena orang
kelapa sawit.
I don't know. All of you are part of Semenanjung, right? All of you are part of Semenanjung. You still are old.
No, I'm from Pahang, bro.
You still are old. You still are oil.
Minyak, petroleum.
Oh, minyak petrol lah.
Bro,
Alright, jom. Serius, continue.
Sarawak for Sarawakians.
Sarawakin.
That's the most racist slogan in all
I
of
wish I can go Sarawak again.
Again.
Yeah. I have been Sarawak in my kindergarten. I have been in
Sarawak
Dulu.
for Sarawakians. Not racist lah.
Cakap Sarawak tak ada pokok lagi.
Oh yo. Pakai stereotype apa dia.
Itu bukan daripada aku.
Dari TikTok kan.
Kita dengar.
Kita dengar.
Kita jadi penyampai.
So
Jom continue.
No more racism.
question 12 the question is what is the change in unit labor cost from the piecework system to the proportionally hourly rate system. So the old one is piecework system and the new one is the hourly rate system. So we must calculate both of the system lah. So for old system we take 50 unit times with $3.5 and plus 10 unit times with $4, and then we divide with the 60 units, and then we get 3.58.
60, right? 60. So the first 50 you multiply by 3.5.
Yeah, and then the next 10.
The next 10 you multiply by 4.
Oh, dia tak payah divide 60 eh?
Kan divide 60. Aku tak main pun divide. Aku main.
Kalau unit labor cost tu not for one unit eh?
Awak nak jadi saya monyet. Aku tak faham macam mana. Dah. Okay. Jawapan kau apa?
3.58 yang untuk old system tu. Sebab aku divide
divide by 60 lah.
ya.
Oh.
Oh, want to change in
Unit
units.
level, yeah.
Unit
Yeah.
labor cost. Ah, faham.
Because from the other question.
And then you divide it by 60.
Yeah.
Dapat
3.58. Right. Okay.
Kena times 25.
No.
25. Ada apa?
Because ada 25 employee.
Sebab apa? Kita based on one employee untuk tengok berapa satu unit.
Boleh ke based on one employee?
I mean, it'll all be the same.
Mana
Even
tahu dia orang bekerja sama.
Sebab kalau kita times 25 yang atas right, kita akan 60, yang bawah tu 60 darab 25 juga. Sebab total unit
Bisa middle way.
ya.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
Tapi kenapa kita kena divide 25?
Divide 60. Sebab total unit yang dia seorang produce is 60. Okay. And then the new one, the hourly rate system. 36 hours times by $5 plus 2 hours.
2 hours. Kita soalan mana?
it's the second sentence.
Plus 2 hours times by 7.4.
7.
2 hours.
So basically apa ni 2 times 7.4 is the overtime pay, not the overtime premium.
Oh. Hah? Oh, hah? 2.4 is overtime.
Overtime premium.
Bukan 2.4 tu overtime premium.
2 times 7.4. I add up 5 and 7.
Oh, okay.
Tu dapat dari mana?
Sebab total 38. Tapi the normal hours.
Oh,
Jadi kira overtime pay lah.
And then same divide 60.
Ya.
3.25.
Siapa ambil science?
Aku.
Invention.
Why?
This B right?
Circle dioxide. Is a covalent compound with a giant molecular structure which of the following is probably silicon dioxide.
Yes.
High
Cari
melting point and lowering point. Is
jawapan
equivalent-
akhir dia 3.58
It's a small and
minus
simple structure.
3.25.
Kenapa kena divide 60?
Wait, strong covalent
Sebab
bonds and weak bonds
unit
attract
labor
and
cost.
see.
Maksudnya satu unit tu
It's
cost
a
dia
covalent
berapa?
compound. It has weak van der Waals attracting forces.
So, kalau kita times 25, bawah tu akan times
Giant
25.
molecular structure. But
So
it's not A. It's so
the
by
change
itself,
I thought it's either B or C.
it's A or C.
is
It's B or C. Cannot be A. Because it's giant, bro.
Then it's C then, because B, a high melting and boiling point. That's why ionic compound is a compound. Even if it is bigger, a covalent compound would still have weak van der Waals forces.
Kau sebenarnya salah group kan? Kau salah group kan? Berarti kau letak nama kau kat group first kan?
Well,
Kau tak?
what was the hourly rate system answer? 194.
3.25.
Divided
Oh,
by
hourly, yeah.
divided by how much?
Yes, dia terkeliru nama kau kan nama kau.
194.8 divided by
Dia
6.
tulis S Aiman. Tak tahu nama aku Safirudin.
3.24.
2.25.
3.25.
Dia bukan tulis A H Aiman Hakim.
So
So the change is 0.33.
decrease.
Aibak dengan the
Decrease in cost.
Aibab and the gang. Syed and the gang.
Aibak kata dia nak tu tapi tak apa.
Apa?
Tak tahu.
Sikit, not recording.
Tak apa, nanti boleh cut. Nanti boleh cut.
What happened?
Cerita.
What happened?
Cerita Aiman.